Hey guys, welcome to Ankle Hooping Part 2, Stalls and Reversals. I made an ankle hooping video a few years back that has been really popular, so I decided to go ahead and make a Part 2. And to learn stalls and reversals, it is going to be helpful to know how to hoop on your ankles. So I will post the link to the first tutorial below, and you can check that out if you'd like. It is possible to learn both ankle hooping, stalls, and reversals all at the same time. It just might take you a bit longer. When I learned how to ankle hoop, I was working on leg reversals. So I was dropping the hoop a ton, and I figured that I might as well work on kick-starting and ankle hooping at the same time because the hoop was going to the floor a lot. So I ended up learning 3 things at the same time: leg reversals, kick-starts, and ankle hooping. And that's what worked for me. Hooping on your ankles can hurt. So I highly recommend wearing some sort of chunky cotton sock, Chuck Taylors, a fabulous pair of pants like these that I got at TJ Maxx. I absolutely love them. And something to protect your ankles because it can be like super owy. Another thing I recommend is using the skinniest hoop possible. I just recently started using this hoop, which is the thinnest Poly Pro that they sell on discount hoop supplies, and this hoop allowed me to really get those ankle reversals, and it's also opened up a lot of other doors for me as well. So it looks crazy, tiny, skinny, but it's really a ton of fun, and I recommend playing with a hoop like this. So real quick, ankle hooping to me is just like hooping at your knees. It's the same movement. You're just continuing it down your leg. So I have one leg that is, in essence, pushing the hoop around. My other leg is pulling the hoop around. So that's going to look like this. So I have pushing leg and pulling leg. And that's just your basic hooping on the ankles. So for ankle reversals, there's 2 ways to reverse the hoop. You can reverse it with the front of your foot, or you can reverse it with the back of your foot. I think the easiest way to start out is reversing the hoop with the back of your foot. So, hooping to the right, I will show you by taking my left leg out of the hoop, and it's going to bounce off of this back part of my heel. So, it's going to look like this. This is the first step. So whenever you're first starting these reversals, just break it down like in very small increments. So the first part is taking that foot out and kicking the hoop into the opposite direction. You're not going to probably immediately be able to get that leg back in and start hooping. It's all about timing, and it's just going to take a little bit to get that timing down. So the second way to reverse the hoop is with the front of your foot. So I'm going to be hooping to the right. This time, I'm going to take my right leg out of the hoop and I'm going to kick it back the other way with the top part of my foot right here. This is all about finding a rhythm. Whenever I was first learning to ankle hoop, I was really exhausting myself. I was just like taking my foot out, kicking it, trying to get my other foot back in so fast and just trying to do it so quickly, and just, to where I was about to pass out. And just like all hoop tricks, I had this revelation, and I found that you don't have to rush it. I'm always telling my students you don't have to rush it with doing anything in the hoop. And I stopped and told myself that, and at that moment it was a breakthrough, and I got it. So you don't have to rush it. Just do it slow, try to get your foot in, find the rhythm of that hoop, and it is tiring, but it doesn't have to be like ridiculously crazy fast. So now I'm going to be hooping to the right. I'm going to take my left leg out of the hoop. I'm going to reverse it against the back of my heel, and then I'm going to get my foot back into the hoop. I'll show you what that looks like. So not going super fast, I'm just chilling, hooping on my ankles. Yeah, so that kind of takes a lot of practice, but that's why this is definitely an advanced move. And just like anything else, if you practice it, you'll get it. So let's do the other one. I'm going to be hooping to my right. I'm going to take my right leg out. I'm going to reverse the hoop with the front of my foot, and then I'm going to put my foot back into the hoop. That one's the hardest one for me. It's tough. So you can just practice, getting your foot out, reversing it off the front of your foot, reversing it off the back of your foot. You're going to be practicing both directions in doing this, and your ankle hooping is just going to get a lot stronger while you're trying to learn this move. And it's not something that's going to happen instantly. It's definitely something to work on. So let me show you the combos that work for me. I'll start with hitting the hoop off the back of my first ankle, hitting it off the front of my foot, so on and so forth. Let me just show you. Okay, so this is probably a good time to go into stalls. You may notice whenever I'm doing those continuous reversals that at times I'll kind of carry that hoop on the back of my heel, and that's how you're going to do the stall. It always goes super fast, like I'll hop around carrying it for just a few moments, and then I'm going to kick it around and step back into it. So let me show you what that looks like. I am going to be hooping to the right, and I'm going to be carrying the hoop on my left heel, okay? So I carry the hoop on my left heel, and then when the timing is right or that window is open, I'm going to stick my right foot back inside. And you can just incorporate all of this together. You're going to be reversing the hoop off the back of your heel, off the front of your foot, doing carries, stepping back in, hitting it with the front of your foot again. And as you work on these moves, you can just start incorporating them all together, and it's tons of fun. It's a really good workout. It makes me completely exhausted, but once you start getting that rhythm, it's just so much fun. Please take a moment and check out my other videos and subscribe. I post a lot of flow videos to what I think is a lot of great music, and I just love sharing my art with the world, and it gives me warm fuzzies inside. So please check out my channel and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and happy hooping!